In this video, I'm going to briefly show you how to navigate a council agenda. Council agendas can be accessed from our website, akroncitycouncil.org. I'm here on the home page. I'll scroll down to where it says View Agenda Minutes. This brings up our agenda online portal. As you can see, the most recent meetings are displayed here. If you're looking for something older, you can click on Meetings and select a different date range. I'm going to click on this previous meeting agenda link to use as an example. This first section shows you the day's schedule. Any committees that have been canceled for this particular day are crossed out, and those that are meeting are highlighted. You can also see that the regular council meeting will begin at 6:30 p.m. Next is the consent agenda. These items have already been reviewed by their committee, and that committee requested to place the legislation on the consent agenda. This will be acted on at one time under a single motion.
Is the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it.
The consent agenda passes 12-0. Per charter and council rules, the mayor or any member may remove an item from the consent agenda up until the beginning of the meeting. The next part of the agenda is going to show regular business, or also known as unfinished business, which means it has been read in already, but the committee hasn't taken action to approve or disapprove it yet, so it's staying in the committee that it's been assigned to. Each piece of legislation is listed by its title clause, which is a summary of what the legislation is regarding. The date in parentheses after the title clause indicates the first date it was read in at a council meeting. You can click on each title clause to see any supporting documents for the item. Again, each piece is assigned to its appropriate committee. If you keep scrolling down, you can also see the ordinances and resolutions that were passed at the previous meeting. This will include the legislation number and the vote. You can also click on these items and view the supporting documents as well. The final section is new legislation. When my office receives new legislation, it gets added here and assigned to its correct committee. Again, you can click on the title clause to see any associated supporting documents. If you're joining a meeting here in council chambers, there is a QR code in the lobby that you can scan to follow along the agenda on your device. We also have printed copies available if you prefer. Now, if I go back to the main page, you can see that there's a meeting scheduled for April 15th. I'm recording this prior to that date, so I'm going to open this so you can see that this is still in its draft form. You can tell by the draft listed here by the date and that none of the committees have been canceled at this time. All of the regular items are listed here in their committees. And you can see that new legislation will be added prior to the meeting. Once we have any new legislation for the week and committee schedule is finalized, an updated agenda will be posted. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact the clerk's office.